The People's Law Library of Maryland lists approximately 180 different legal services organizations and projects designed to provide legal assistance to Marylanders in need. These organizations and projects form a complicated web of coverage with many different requirements and restrictions, including subject matter, geography, and income guidelines. For example, legal aid has broad subject matters that they will help with, but have a restricted income eligibility cutoff, an annual household of less than $30,000 for a family of four. The Maryland Volunteer Lawyer Service can place pro bono cases for clients in households earning up to 50% of the Maryland median income, but lawyers receiving cases through MVLS cannot take affirmative claims. Every one of the 180 organizations and programs has similarly diverse coverage and restrictions. Each of these organizations and programs do tremendous good and have to draw a line somewhere, so this isn't a criticism of the organizations, but the overall coverage is a complex and ever-shifting patchwork. And there is little question that despite the fantastic efforts of legal services organizations, there is still a massive number of Marylanders with meritorious legal issues who could benefit enormously from legal assistance, but do not qualify for any of the legal services organizations, yet cannot afford a traditional lawyer. Civil justice is founded on the principle that private lawyers can help meet this justice gap for matters a patchwork does not catch. For almost 20 years, civil justice has successfully identified unmet legal need in the general public and encouraged and trained its network of private attorneys to take on those cases on a pro bono, contingency fee, or reduced fee basis. Various lawyers have various types of cases they will take on. Some attorneys may have carved out a niche, successfully taking certain types of cases on a contingency fee basis that most attorneys wouldn't know could be turned into successful cases. Others may have issues or causes that particularly interest them where they would like to spend their pro bono efforts. Victims of domestic violence, for example. When a potential client calls civil justice will first screen for eligibility for free legal help from those various legal services organizations and programs, before referring the matter out to our network attorneys if no free legal help is available. This screening involves collecting detailed information from the potential client, including income, subject matter, and a brief outline of the facts. If a potential client might be eligible for a legal services organization, Civil Justice will give the caller the phone number of that legal services organization and ask the caller to call Civil Justice back if the referral doesn't work out. This is what we can call a cold referral. None of the information gathered by Civil Justice is communicated to the other legal services organization. Instead, the potential client must retell their story without even an explanation to the new organization for why the referral was made. Although callers are told to call Civil Justice back if the referral doesn't work out, there could be a substantial amount of time before a referral doesn't work out. Many organizations have limited intake hours or a long intake process. Thus, it is very possible that a potential client may not remember to call Civil Justice back at that point, or not call back because of frustration or discouragement from having called numerous organizations. Other legal services organizations also frequently make cold referrals among the legal services organizations or to civil justice. These organizations have their own intake staff that screen callers for potential eligibility, gathering data on income, practice area, and other factual details. While the legal services organizations do their best to communicate among themselves, training intake staff to fully understand the patchwork of coverage so that referrals are immediately effective is extremely difficult, and a caller will frequently have cold referrals to several legal services organizations, each of which gathers the same information. As a result, there is much duplication of effort and a high rate of burnout among intake staff. Moreover, this is a very stressful process for the potential client. Laypersons are frequently unable to concisely explain the legal issue they are facing, often focusing on the overall right and wrong of the situation and the obnoxiousness of the other side, rather than the legally significant facts. Having to repeat a story over and over again can lead to exhaustion, causing potential clients with good cases to abandon their search for a lawyer well before finding assistance. After being bounced from organization to organization, it is not uncommon for a potential client to end up feeling disenfranchised and resentful towards attorneys, the legal system, and society. The solution to the problem of cold referrals is www.justicereferrals.org, a warm referral website that will automate the matching process and help legal services organizations make sure that clients with meritorious cases end up securing representation. Justice Referrals is a closed, password-protected site open only to members. Members include Maryland Legal Services organizations and pro bono and reduced fee attorneys affiliated with and approved by a legal services organization. Members of the website are able to upload case descriptions and relevant documents, including the basic facts and the category of the case. The limited basic questions that the website will ask will be different based on which category of case, depending on the facts needed to best allow lawyers to identify the cases where they can help. When the matter is submitted, Justice Referrals then sends out a notification to members who ask to be notified when those types of cases are posted. Members will be able to adjust their profiles regarding practice area, geographic area, and practice area specific requirements. Take, for example, a lawyer who is only interested in security deposit disputes in Howard County. After a matter is posted, the posting will have a short period while members whose profiles cover those types of matters will have the ability to request to be able to check out a matter and can indicate the fee basis for their contemplated representation. Once the initial period expires, the posting member can then pick which of those members who has expressed interest will have the matter checked out. If the posting member wants a more hands-off approach, Justice Referrals can automate that decision. If a member has a matter checked out, it means the member will try to have at least a free consultation with a potential client. Justice Referrals also automatically sends email checkup messages to members with cases checked out, asking them about the status of the case and whether or not they've been retained. The member who posted the matter to Justice Referrals will be able to see the status of the case they posted. If the initial member with the matter checked out doesn't end up taking on the case, Justice Referrals will check the matter out to other lawyers who have asked to have the matter checked out, until one of the lawyers confirms representation. The data generated from Justice Referrals and the follow-up on checked out matters will be enormously powerful, allowing Maryland Legal Services organizations to identify the types of cases that fall through the justice gap and then develop trainings to encourage attorneys to take such cases. Moreover, it will make it much easier for legal services organizations and private attorneys to see if a particular matter is a good fit without enormous effort from the potential client, greatly increasing the chances of representation.